head, got it? Clasp your hands behind your head, and then just let your elbows fall to the table. If they can fall to the table, he has a negative test. If they can't fall to the table, where the passive part comes in, is I give overpressure. The one thing I'd want to be asking about before I did this, does he have a history of dislocating shoulder anteriorly, because he wouldn't like this position, right? But as long as I don't suspect that, I can do that. If he goes flat, so it's like a Thomas test, if you remember back to the Thomas test for the hip. If the hip fell to the table, it was negative. If the elbows fall to the table, this is a negative test. So he does not have pec major tightness or a pec major contraction, right? That would be the home exercise program if they did. That was one option, right? Just have them actively pull back. Passively, I could stretch them in clinic if I needed to that way, okay? So that's pec major length test. Good?
If they didn't go all the way down to the table, what would it be measured as? Or would it?
I wouldn't measure it. It's meaning it's either positive or negative.
Okay.
Meaning it's not like it's 90 degrees or 120 degrees or whatever. It's either it's a positive or negative test.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so
you
no
want it to be
measurements taken.
negative.
Good.
So
Okay.
the goal is to be negative.
Goal is to be negative. Goal is to be flat. That means he has functional length of his pec major.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's have you stand up. We already did these two, I believe, earlier, but we're going to read.